Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there either. That's probably on your thing, right? I'm not sure what you mean. All right, I'm live now, by the way. So, yeah. Uh, Whoa. Well, the thing is, I have. If you go to my channel, I kind of split uh the. Okay, all right. Well, give me a sec. Jeez. Yeah. It's our first time. Performance issues when it's your first time. um. Well, what was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, send you the link. On YouTube, you probably can. On Twitch though, they're much more. That's much more relaxed. Yeah. You can probably swear. I'm multi-streaming right now. Yeah. OBS, man. What's going on with the stream? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because I'm using OBS virtual camera so that I can stream both of your heads. So it should be something like that. All right. Wait a second. Wait. Uh, Jeez. All right, there you go. And then I might just turn this off. Oh, there's a problem again. That's right, because I'm using. All right, whatever, man. You're just gonna be an audio note on my stream anyway. Wait. I'm gonna make you small, and I'm going to make your head really tiny here, so that at least people can see you, like right there. All right, you're off screen right now on your thing, but on my live, you're like on the bottom right corner. Yeah, you're like tiny. Yeah, all right. I'll send you on your Facebook. Crap, everything. I don't even know the link. There we go. It's just Jingo Studios. That's my main channel. It's yeah. I don't really get much views around these hours. I usually stream around evening. The anime head, yeah, anime girl head. That's kind of temporary. But it kind of stuck already. I mean, everybody knows my brand to be that head, so I'll just stick with that for now on, I guess. Mm. Uh, yeah. I've been meaning to ask you that. I keep forgetting. Don't worry about that for now. Let's just the thing. But I'm having buku juice. I'm having buku juice. Buku juice. The Filipino in me is coming out. What do you mean you can't see me? Right? I'm like right there. I'm what? Just my DP. My. I used to giggle at that all the time. Every time when all that shit was new. When social media was new, dude. You got You had like hard drives upon hard drives of that shit of DP of that DP. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Ooh, wait, it's a chatter. Tatsune. Nah, man. This is my. By the way, this is my uncle, supposedly uncle, but every single one of my uncles treat me like a cousin because they're like all the same age as me, and all my cousins are like babies, right? Like everybody, all my cousins are like babies, and like my uncles are like the same age as me. Yeah, Gene Bond Art. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Anyways, we'll take in questions later. We're just this is more like a podcast style format. I'm just trying this thing out with my mate here, with my cuz, my uncuz. Yeah, I don't really do any graphics anymore. Yeah, go on. I reckon that'd be good. I mean, you know a lot about photography and videography. What I think we should do is break down the fundamentals of photography and videography. On what about these artists that we want to inspect, right? Yeah. Mm. Mm. I guess I'm not I don't want to say I'm an expert at it, but I've learned quite a lot ever since I started my YouTube channel. And I used to just start with like no camera movements at all, no tricks. It's just static images like a PowerPoint presentation pretty much, and a camera sticking up to my tablet with me drawing. And then I learned something from this artist called Gulks. He's a cinematographer. I think I've shown him to you before. That if you just start moving your shots just a little bit, even if it's static, you can just at least put in an artificial zoom, or if you pan a little bit, just slowly, and static shots. Where you have a camera set up, you have a tripod set up outside. It's just sitting there, and you're like right there, but you're not doing anything. You're just looking up at random things, and then you're like being cinematic in the camera. So little things like that. I started with something like that, right? Because my philosophy has always been to just do one thing first, and then do that really well before you not necessarily perfect it, but just do it well enough for you to move to the next thing. And then I noticed that this camera actually swivel. I mean, this microphone swivels, and I was like, maybe I could put my camera on this thing. And then I realized I already have something like that with my camera arms. I could totally do that, right? And then I started like panning shots, like really cool zooming in shots with my camera. And I have a stroller for my baby. So I have this magic arm right behind me over here, and I would stick that to my stroller, and I would just like, while I'm walking my baby, I have this really cool walk in the city kind of perspective, and I just stick my thing to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and you just kind of yeah, and you just kind of start doing one thing after one thing, because if you do everything at the same time, you kind of get overwhelmed. And if I may just add, I had this question last night on last night's stream, where he was really overwhelmed with Photoshop and um, Clip Studio Paint, which is a competitor to Photoshop. And he told me that it was very difficult for him to actually study these things because there was a lot of buttons in Photoshop. And that's exactly what I told him. Just learn one thing, do that well enough, and then before you move on to the next thing, because you're gonna get overwhelmed if you think about all these other things, right? Um, yeah, yeah. So, mm, mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't being creative. That was what's holding me back. And I wasn't thinking like a cinematographer yet, so I was stuck. Even though I had all these materials for more motion like captures for videos, but because I wasn't thinking like a cinematographer, I I was stuck with that kind of static images, static shots, right? Yeah. Because no, it's okay. No, I got there's some overlap between you and me, and that's what we're talking about, right? What was the question again? Can you repeat the question? Hmm. Uh, well, I just wanted to tell a better story for my videos on YouTube, and also be a lot more clearer. I'm doing manga art, just art in general, but specifically manga art, and anything related to how to make a manga. A manga, by the way, is a Japanese comic book. Um, for those who don't know, it's not a mango. Okay, it's a manga. For the uninitiated, yeah. So well, basically I do manga, right? So that's why I got into videography and cinematography, is because I wanted to tell a better story and be a lot more clearer than on my edits, because it's really important for you to be clear if you're making a tutorial or if you're telling a story. And I believe that content creation is like a multifaceted skill. You need skills on many on a, on a lot of things, right? So you need to know how to shoot, how to write a script, for example, how to tell a story, and all that comes together. Actually, it's a lot the same as manga, as creating manga. You need to be a writer, you need to be a storyteller, you need a world builder, script writer. Those are like artists, right? Not to mention that. Yeah, so it's a multifaceted vocation, if I'm using the word right. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a better content creator. And I'm still in that mode, right? I'm still trying to up my game every time I post a video. One more thing is that what I really notice is that my diction is kind of improving, because I my diction my diction the way I speak, it's kind of improving. I used to speak a lot better than this, by the way, back in like high school, where I used to talk to a lot of people all the time. But ever since I become a recluse, basically. um yeah. And so I when I was starting, I found it hard to actually just read a script. Okay, it was really difficult to just read a script. I used to read things over and over and over and again, like just the same line multiple times. And it was really hard in editing because you got to look for the right one. But now I can just speak it out in one go, and then there's very little edits. And that way I can crank out more videos every now and then, right? So I can yap there. Oh, you know what? Hold 1 sec. I think you're not audible in my stream. Can you speak a little bit? Oh, crap. No, you're not audible. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just continue on your stream. I'm gonna end the stream on my stream. Sorry, guys. There's some technical issues. I'm gonna have to fix this off stream. But it's really not. Um, actually, you know what? Give me a sec. Wait. I think I know what the problem is. Wait. I don't know what the problem is. Razor Barracuda. Okay, can you speak?
Testing. One,
Oh, there
two,
you go. Now
three.
you're audible. Okay.
Three. Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Damn.
Let me check.
All
Let me check
that
the
for
audio.
like. I actually
Well, you know what? You could
compartmentalize the
probably clip
audio.
the audio from. You could probably clip the audio from my end.
Yeah. Just send me the video
Um,
on your. I bet you're recording anyway.
hang on, I'm just checking.
Jeez. Silver Comet. Hello,
Yeah, it
man.
is.
Did not expect a stream. Last night I actually mentioned that I'm gonna be streaming with my uncle. Just talk about photography, videography, because I think there's a lot of overlap with the manga space. And really, this is just a more casual stream. Silver Comet. Silver Comet, by the way, is on street and my chat right now. He's a regular viewer.
Was he on Silver Comet?
Yeah. Did not expect the stream. Yeah. I'll stream for a little bit, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, I want to take us off on a little tangent because
All right.
I dive into AI a lot, right?
Mm.
And that's especially part of my business in the growth operator space and basically helping content creators monetize the communities as well as be able to utilize AI within their business. I was listening to a very prominent dude in AI. His name's Jake Van Cleef, and he's got a free school, and it talks about abstraction layers. And this is kind of like how AI works, right? So you know how you've got, in terms of coding, you've got computer coding, which is binary. And then the next layer, abstraction layer up is like C++, whatever coding language. And then the next layer up is Python. And he goes on and continues up the chain of abstraction, right? And then he gets to images, and then he gets to videos, and then he gets to games. And although it's quite obvious, right, that in order to get to like games, you've got to have like layers of video or layers of like 3D animation. And it kind of made me think, if we bring this to the forefront of our mind in terms of like where we're working in, like I work in the video space. So that's the layer of the audio and the moving frames, like multiple images at a time. Whereas you're working in the like just the image layer, which is kind of cool thinking about how our industries interact. So like it would layer on top. So if we like literally put them together, then and we found someone who could do the whole like gaming thing, or the fact that we can use AI now, I think it's just an amazing thing. What do you think about this, by the way, in terms of like AI?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that there are any games right now that's already doing that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's the game.
Like
A lot of
real
the
world
games.
building. Oh
No. Like
man.
a lot of the video games right now is already doing that. You just don't know it because it's like a taboo thing still. that to use AI.
They've been doing
One
it.
of
Yeah.
the one of
Yeah.
the game that won game of the year, I think last year, Expedition 33. Pretty good game by the way. Pretty sweet story. Uh,
Expedition 33.
yeah, it's a French indie game made by at least I think only 12 people made it, right? And it was motion captured by an iPhone. And
Yeah.
yeah, how crazy is that by the way? Motion capture with an iPhone, and it only had
Yeah.
like a small budget, but it was found out that they were using AI for their concept art, but they were still using AI
Wow.
for a real artist to just edit that out. But that's like the first layer of like the AI use, and then there are other games right now that are being developed through a lot more layers of AI, and I'm gonna predict in the future that is the future of gaming. AI has a place in the gaming space. I'm not sure about because did you know that Sora shut down?
Yeah. What happened with Sora? Really?
Sora shut down, yeah.
What? ChatGPT
ChatGPT's
Sora?
video, yeah, they shut down. So I'm not quite sure what the video space, because the reason why, by the way, is because there was very little demand, and it's such a high cost to
Yeah, it wasn't being used that much.
yeah. So and
There's
it was really
Banana
expensive. I wanted to try it. Even
3, yeah.
VO, Google's VO,
Yeah,
it
3.
has that risk. Although VO is a lot bigger than Sora
No,
because it's Google. Yeah.
they've monetized well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's too expensive even for the average people. It's like $1,000, I think,
Oh, dude, it's
something like
expensive.
that. Yeah, that's
No,
not.
it's about $400. It's $400 now.
I don't remember, but that's
Australian.
still pretty expensive for the average user. I mean, Google can probably sustain that because they're a bigger company. But
Mm.
again, for the demand versus the cost of it, I don't think the video space is there yet. If that makes sense, but the video game
That's
space
like
though,
what you're saying. So what you're saying is it got introduced and then it gave us a taste, and then
yeah.
they're not finding feasibility with
Yeah.
it.
Well, there are
Okay,
still
that makes
other
sense.
other apps like Sea Dance. I think it's Chinese AI.
Hugging
There's still
Face.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But
See
the thing
that.
about
Massive.
the thing about these video game companies is they can do this in house, and so
Yeah.
they don't worry
Well, they
about
already
the
have the tech for that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have like R&D for this shit, so they don't actually need
See,
to what
and this is what, like, you know how people have this argument that with AI, it's like, oh no, AI is going to take over our jobs. No, it's not about AI taking over your job. It's the people that know how to use AI that will take over the industry. And the best people to use AI are the people who know how to use it in their field, which are the experts in either cinematography, either illustration, either marketing, or either like, and if you just knew how to use it because you know the language that you need to use for that particular project, then you'll actually get ahead than other people in the field. And this is just a prime example of it's
well,
really
I
interesting
think
when you say this.
I do think that there's some credence to that when that AI is about to replace jobs. It's already do happening. I mean, there's a Wendy's that is fully AI built. Even
Oh
the
yeah.
way they're cooking it, it's like robots, right? So that's already this all entire logistics company are being replaced by AI. Did you know that Disney's Marvel, just fired
Yeah.
its entire art department in favor of AI?
Really?
The entirety of Marvel's art department just got fired. Like 1,000 plus people got fired. Um, so they
Look,
don't.
I would probably say there might be some nuance to that statement. I
Yeah.
reckon they could say that they fired that art department, but who knows that they could have rehired like a lot of them if there were AI engineers as well
Well, the
to
thing is
like
that and
fill that
concept
role
artists.
and manage those.
Well, the
Because I
thing
mean,
is
who's
that
going
and
to manage it, right?
at that level, it's pretty cutthroat. The industry at that level of in the and art industry, all
Yeah,
the Disney, the DreamWorks shit, that's like top tier levels in the industry, right? That's like the prestige.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
you write that down in your resume if you work on that. It's pretty cutthroat in that industry, and it's the philosophy in there when you're in using doing art is entirely different from what I do, for example.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, I get that, and I get that like a lot of people will be cut, but I'm sure there will be people who are replacing those jobs because they understand both their role plus how to manage the AI so that it outputs the right thing. Because who's going to manage the AI?
Yeah,
Someone
but
has to
the
manage
problem
it
is that those
without
two
giving
things are
it
not the
slop.
same. Being an artist and being an AI prompter are not it's not the same. So you can be both for sure. Maybe that's what you're saying.
That's not the same. Of course, it's not the same thing together. But the fact that you have a skill in what you're doing, um, plus learning how to prompt because it's just the language. It's like
I'm not
if
learning how to
you
prompt.
were, let's say, no, let's say for example, let's say I was a DOP, right, director of photography.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, um, as a director of photography, I need to know how to explain to the cinematographer or the cameraman how to do things, and it's the same thing with um, doing prompting. Is like I need to explain, hey, I need this shot at 24 mil, f1.4 bokeh, and then I want you to rack focus from the foreground subject to the background subject, because you're explaining that process, and because I know how to explain that process, it's better than just, hey, make me a nice fucking shot.
Yeah, but it's
So
different
there
for
needs
an
to be
AI.
someone that manages that. There needs to be someone that manages the AI so that the prompting is accurate,
Okay,
because it's
sure,
not autonomous yet.
but that
It's not
guy
a.
is
It's
not.
not AGI.
That guy does not have the same level of artistry than say a cameraman or a concept designer. That's not the same thing.
So you're saying someone who's an artist
Like an
or
art director.
or
Do you think an
yeah,
art
like
director? Do you think a prompter has the same skill level as an art director?
no, but that's what I'm saying. If you were an art director and you knew how to prompt, you would advance further than
Okay,
someone
sure,
who doesn't know how to prompt. I
sure.
mean, sorry, someone who knows how to prompt but doesn't know how to prompt like an art director would. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. I
Yeah.
understand. You're saying that both. That's what I said earlier. Both skills would be required. Uh, yeah, sure, but
Yeah.
it's still not going to change the fact that thousands of people are still being replaced.
Oh, of course. That's not. I'm not contesting that. I'm just saying
Here's
that.
my two cents
You
on
know.
this though. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I think it will replace art jobs in the future. AI will no doubtly replace art jobs in the future, and that may seem bleak, but in my opinion, that's just the short term effects of AI. And the long term effects of it, and I'm talking like 20, 30 years long term kind of shit, right? Is that
Mm,
AI is going to produce better artists. I'm not saying that I'm like artists that are just prompters, right? Take that out of the equation. I'm not talking about AI generated images. I'm talking like actual people is going to rise up to the challenge of AI and actually create better artwork without using AI. It's the same
at
thing that
all.
happened to photography.
At
What kind of
all.
art at all? Yes. What kind of art came out of photography?
What do you mean?
What how did artists, because when pictures came to the pictures, right? Actual cameras.
Hmm.
There was this same debate that now
Oh, well,
artists.
between surrealism paintings and
Yeah.
photos.
So guess what humans did? They rose to the occasion and actually created photorealism as an art form,
Hmm.
right? To match what pictures can do. So
Hmm.
they did that without using AI at all. So for me, for example, I kind of feel that right now because I'm a lot more careful with my drawings. I'm careful with, oh,
Hmm.
I don't draw three fingers. I make sure that, oh, the perspective is right. I'm a lot more careful because of that fear that I'm gonna be accused of using AI, or um I'm gonna be likened to an AI art, right? So I'm rising to that
Hmm.
occasion, even in the smallest sense. So imagine generations of that in the future, and again, talking long term. I bet humans will rise up to the occasion to match what AI can do.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think I think I think there's room for like both, because like based off what you're saying, I see that. And I like that you've taken something from the past and applied it to the future, because I think, it's kind of, um, that's very depicting of what can happen or is likely to happen, if anything. And the same thing can be said with, you know, stop motion photography and against with video, because
Mm.
that's how they used to make videos, is stop
And
motion,
yeah, and look where
and that's
stop
how
motion is
animation
now.
used to work. Stop motions is there's either it's either faded out, or there's very few that have made some really really interesting projects.
It's going back in the rise at the moment, I think.
Mm,
It's like
mm,
it's like the 80s, you know? The 80s came
mm,
and then it went away. And then it came again with
mm,
Stranger Things and then it went away. And then it
mm,
came again with Thor Love and Thunder. And then it went away. You know what I mean? It's like the
mm.
80s keeps coming back.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of like, also like, back in the days, in the 80s, when we had Ninja Turtles and they had like
mm,
actual physical suits instead of like CGI suits.
mhm.
That stuff was the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's real
Um,
artistry there.
and I think it just goes to show that, like, even though there's an advent in technology, and you see this, CGI, and then you get really poor CGI, but then it just, because people get so pissed off with the way things are produced, um, people either go back to the older tools and make it better, or they actually just learn how to utilize, the newer tech in a much more cleaner way, so that it's
Mhm.
actually much more representative of how it should look, instead of being this slop.
Oh, I do agree with you that there is a place for AI in the average artist in the future. Maybe we
Mm,
don't know that yet at the moment, or
mm,
we're not yet willing to accept that that is the reality, that it's going to be a part of um, like the everyday artist. It's just that the what's it called, the the thing hasn't, the opinions of the public hasn't swayed to that yet, but it's inevitable to
mm,
that people will come to that conclusion. It's again, it's kind of like the argument with the advent of photography, the advent of digital art. It
mm.
always technology always kind of just integrate into society and becomes acceptable. But at the moment, there is a
Exactly.
taboo with AI art or AI generated images or Gen
Oh,
AI.
anything, even
Um,
even copywriting and marketing.
there
Fuck,
there
people
there
know that.
is a there I do agree, I do sympathize with my fellow
Yeah.
artists though, because it is,
Mm,
there is some sort of art thievery going on with AI art, AI
mm.
generated image. Right, I don't really
Oh
care,
yeah.
AR whatever, there's
Well, look,
some art thievery going on.
there's even content creators who are like getting their faces
Mm.
stolen, because there's like these AI OF bots
Yeah,
who are
yeah,
like
yeah,
stealing people's content, and it's
yeah.
face for face, and they're doing the same thing, same clothes, different face.
I'm gonna expose myself right now. I kind of tried doing that.
No comment.
No. I tried. I tried. Oh, okay, maybe I'll generate a girl, right, and then post shit on Instagram.
Hugging
But
face.
I never really got to do it because it gave me issues with the registration shit. It's like, I can't be bothered doing that.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and then where were we go? What were we talking about?
So wait. Before we go down this route, because
Okay.
we talk about the market, right? And we talk about our audiences. But I know that there's a split down, like a lot of our demographic audience, right? So you've got people who are artists, right? People who are just, it's just purist art, and there's no financial tie to it. Whereas you've also got artists, but who also use it as a vehicle to be their rice bowl, so to speak. I use this term and I borrow it from martial arts, right? Because, as a martial artist as well, there has to be a fine line between, okay, do you want to spread the art because it's perfected, or do you want to be able to, yeah, okay, I can let go of some of the imperfections to allow that person to have a little bit of a win, to succeed. Um, because I've got to teach them how to like do the art, right? Even though they're not perfect straight away. And it kind of like applies here, whether it's cinematography, whether it's digital art, whether it's copywriting, marketing, editing. Um, I think like knowing that there's two different applications from, okay, is it art or is it like taking away a person's rice bowl? And there's a bit of overlap there because, you know, if there's an AI theft in people's thing, it's like, okay, how do you overcome that? I guess that's the next question for me to you is like, what do you see the challenges are in your industry, you know, and how are people overcoming this? How are you overcoming this?
I think there needs to be some sort of regulations with that, and I think there's already something like that is already
There is some.
happening.
Google has
Yeah, I believe
some
there was
AI
this. I
generated
forgot what
things.
Nightshade. I think it was Nightshade where you can protect your artwork from AI art. I gotta stop saying AI art. Whatever. I just say AI. I'm not a purist. Okay. Um, Night. I think it was Nightshade. I forgot what it's called, but it kind of puts something on your image where it kind of breaks the AI if it takes your image, right. Some sort of subliminal coding or
Oh, right.
whatever.
Oh, it's a code.
Um,
Oh,
and
it's trying
there are
to
also some tricks.
code injection.
There are some tricks right now that you can figure out if a thing is AI, like turn up the saturation, or
Yeah.
some and whatever, right? Those things will become all irrelevant in the future, anyways, because
Yeah.
AI is gonna get better.
Google has a scan feature for that as well. So
Yeah,
if you chuck
but that's not really
anything in,
100%. I
you
think
can tell it. So,
regulation is really what's needed here. Like the something needs to be enforced. But also at the same time, what I would recommend for other artists, if you are going to at least generate an image and it is taking from a another artist, number one, just don't show the AI, and number two, just be honest about it, because most of the backlash that come from the art space comes from the dishonesty instead of what they're doing. For example, in the art space, there are a lot of people tracing AI or tracing other people's art, and it's not the fact that they trace
when you
AI
say
or
tracing, as in like you'll over like how you would
yeah,
trace in like
you
on a piece of
yeah.
paper, and then
Yeah,
you
no, like
okay,
in yeah, but digital, right? You can turn down the opacity and just trace it. Um,
yeah.
yeah, so it's not the fact the people are mad not because you use AI or you trace some other people's art. People are mad because you're being dishonest and saying that this is my own art and it's not traced, right?
Mm,
That's really what people are
mm,
mad about. And I always preach that in my
mm,
channel that if you're gonna do
mm.
those things, always be open.
You gotta be
Um,
transparent.
you
Mm,
gotta be transparent because you're by then you're just scamming people, right? It's if you're gonna be an
mm,
AR generative artist, whatever. I even say I don't really care if people call them artists, um,
mm,
because I don't give a shit. I'm not a purist, okay? If
mm.
AI artists call themselves artists, go for it. I'll even call you myself. You know, um, I don't care about those things. So yeah, so just be honest about what you're doing. Don't scam people. People then you'll get a lot less backlash from like your fans or your viewers or the community in general. So that's what my advice is to if you want to get around that copyright stuff, that art thievery, just be honest about it, and refer to the actual artist that you're copying it from. Um, yeah, and
I
regulations.
know that I know that this is one of the reasons why they bring in stuff like NFTs is
Hmm.
so that, you know, when you produce your art, you can get paid for it over and over and over again when it's used on the internet. Um, and I think this is a fantastic technology to stop like, you know, sort of stealing. And I think this is worth probably having a conversation with someone like you know, one of my other clients, Thomas Wolf, who's a crypto guy. Um, maybe might have him on sometime and have that kind of discussion. But yeah, like, what are your thoughts on you know, using NFTs or crypto to protect your artwork?
I'm not really familiar with the crypto space anymore as much as I used to, or NFT. To be honest with
Mm,
you, I used to work with other NFT guys. I did NFT
mm,
artwork back in the day. They actually paid really well, by the way, like
mm,
really well. And you also get like some crypto stuff. Um, but I believe you don't. Again, I can't really speak to it because I'm not knowledgeable enough to,
mm,
you know, give an opinion, a proper opinion
mm,
about NFT. What do you think? Well,
mm.
can you explain what how it
Well,
protects? Right? Can you explain how it protects an artwork?
Yeah, so basic NFT, meaning non-fungible token, means it's you only have a set number of these copies online, right? Well, it could be one, could be 20, it could be whatever, right? But essentially, whenever that piece of art is used, and let's say it's on a marketplace, right? That marketplace will be detected that it's being used, and then whatever royalties that person earns, let's say for example it's on YouTube, your piece of art's used on YouTube, right? Or it might be on Pinterest, or it might be on some advertising, and someone like they used your b-roll, for example, and you had that NFT'd. That b-roll will be then picked up by YouTube, and then going, okay, well, we could see, and you could already see this sort of starting to happen with music, right? If a piece of music happens on YouTube that's not um, royalty free, you get a strike.
Mhm.
And so if the earnings that goes to that content creator, or if they're using paid advertising to push that ad, part of those funds will go towards the original creator. So that's essentially what that does. It allows
So
tracking for like the use of digital media.
I don't understand it because if you're saying that it's limited, but what's to stop me from taking a screenshot, taking that to my printer and printing that, frame it in my house multiple times?
Oh, there's nothing stopping that. But on in the online space, that's where it is. So like let's say
On the
for
online space, I
example,
can just use the screenshot that, put it in my profile picture.
yeah, but that's like if it's your screenshot and it's a profile picture, where are you earning money from? So it has to go
Well,
through a
I'm not earning from.
transaction.
I'm taking it from somebody else who's
I
earning
know,
money from
but
it.
that is the limitation of what an NFT will have. So
But I
like
just
when
got
you
that NFT for free by taking a
which
screenshot. For
look, I'm
example,
not
this
an
is an
expert,
NFT,
Mike. So
right? And this is an NFT, and it's limited. I can just take a screenshot, put it in my thing, run it through AI, and it's like nothing. It's still
well,
the same.
I guess that's the problems with NFTs. It's not perfect mechanism for protection. Just like how back in the days when you would make CDs,
Yeah,
people would fucking
bootleg.
find a way to
Yeah,
burn them. Yeah,
that's
and
kind of how the perspective of an artist is with Gen
mm,
AI. When you run my artwork, for example, through AI, and
yeah.
it creates a bootleg version of my artwork. So that's kind of like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
But that's what we're talking about on the crypto exchange, and I think this is why everything's moving towards crypto economy, right? Is because if you're trading crypto and you're purchasing things, okay, and then this person is found to be using like stolen content, and this is why they're probably also having like a you know an ID system for people because people are stealing. It's like if you're a bad enough person, um you're just going to be kicked out of the monetary system or the crypto system. And so you'll be ended up on the streets like the people in China who are like fucking kind of bad people. So, look, it's happened in China and it's probably going to happen around the world. Is it a good thing? Yeah, there's things about it being a good thing. Is it a bad thing? Yeah, there's things about that being a bad thing too. But I mean, there's different applications, and I think it's really just food for thought on like how that's going to affect you in the future. And I think this is why we have these kind of discussions, is like doing these case studies on what these things are, and like, okay, now we've got some homework to go on research, you know.
I kind of
Okay,
lost my
what can we
hype
say?
with all the crypto space. I still have investments in crypto, just a little bit,
Mm,
just a few,
mm.
just in cases. But globalization was supposed to happen that the problem with crypto is that it's all hype. It's all hype shit. There's very little coins out there that are actually doing something practical, like Bitcoin, for example,
Oh, of
or
course. Oh, it's a lot
what's
of
it
it's a rip.
called, Ethereum. Yeah. So
Ethereum, yeah.
that's the issue, right? For the average person, it's very difficult for them to recognize which ones are like the good ones. And then because the majority of crypto is like all scams and rips and what's it called, a rug pull, the average
Yeah,
person
rug
is
pulling.
just gonna just they're just gonna put the lump that thing into the scam category, right? The entire thing.
I'm going to give you some insight, and this goes into like the real world, right? And this is why they have to actually collapse the economy.
What do you think will happen after the economy will collapse?
Everyone has to go to crypto, and then the energy
No,
demand will
no, no.
go up.
What
And
will
then
what will happen in the immediate moment when the economy
people will get
collapse?
fucked up. It's going to be riots, everything. That's why they
Yeah.
have to like plan it like safely. And it kind of sounds messed up, but at the same time, from a artist perspective, it kind of needs to happen because there's a lot of people who just like bootleg shit. But at the same time, like, you know, for the struggling people out there who, you know, who don't really know what the fuck they're doing and they're like trying things, you know,
So we're gonna cater
stealing
to
does seem
the
like a
we're gonna cater to the percentage of the population that doesn't know what they're doing instead. So you're gonna crash
no,
the economy
no, no,
so
no,
that
no,
they
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is people who don't want crypto are the people who are like that's what we're talking about. Those are the people that's like who will steal shit. So the question is, you're like, do
people
you
are
want to
stealing
cater
shit
to
anyway in
people
crypto.
but that's what I'm saying. So that's why they have to move towards crypto so that the economy allows for more protections for artists. And
What
I'm
do you
not like
wait,
here.
one sec. What do you think crypto will solve that the current economy, the current monetary system has the problem of it has? What problems? What
I'm
sorry,
gonna sound like a
let me
globalist.
sorry
I'm
that
gonna sound like
the
a globalist if I
let me
say this,
rephrase the
but fuck.
question that made no sense at all.
Yeah.
What problems that the current monetary system has that crypto will solve?
Well, this is not me, right? This is not my opinion, right? This is stuff that's been said by like the what's it called? What are they called? WEF, right? World Economic Forum and companies like BlackRock, you know, the big three, State Street, BlackRock, and Vanguard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they are saying that pretty much to have a crypto economy allows for protections, obviously, because you can control people, you can stop people from like stealing, you can have like this whole ID system vetting people and making sure that like, oh, you know, if you steal something from a shop or if you steal something from an artist or if you know do whatever bad thing, your ID is face like your face is ID'd like wherever you go, and then you're cut out of the system. So it's
Do you
kind of like,
think
oh, here's a little
that's not
slap of
what's
the
happening
wrist.
already right now with the current monetary system? I mean, look at what happened to
That's
Andrew
what I'm
Tate.
telling you. Well, that's what I'm telling you is happening.
It's
That's what I'm
happening to
telling
the
you. What?
current monetary system. Do you think crypto will stop that?
No, crypto's not stopping that. Crypto is encouraging like the wait. When you say stop that, what are you saying?
So
Because
my
let's.
question was, what problems of of the current monetary
No, no, no.
system?
I understand. I understand that. When you say that bit there, where you're like, stop that. When you're
Yeah,
saying stop that, what are you saying? Stop that. You're saying stopping the
that
theft, or
part.
you're stopping?
Yeah. No, I mean stopping from cut. So you're saying that crypto has the ability to cut people from the monetary system if the monetary system was crypto. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
But isn't that already happening right now with the current
Yeah, but
monetary system?
they have to go through rungs. There's like a longer process, courts, all these things, right? But it's
Mm-hmm.
instant. Like like for example, in China, it's instant. If you do something wrong and your points are like fuck it, you haven't paid your bills, you're fucked, you're screwed. They kick you out off the street. Like shit happens like immediately,
So
right?
why not just
There's
then reduce the
punishment is like
bureaucracy of
immediate.
it?
Huh? Yeah,
Why
it
not just
reduces
reduce the
bureaucracy.
bureaucracy of the current monetary system?
Well, that's what AI does. It reduces bureaucracy,
But
and
it's not doing
that's
it yet.
why I think.
That's the problem.
Well,
It
what do you
hasn't
mean?
done it.
Look at China.
Well, I don't know anything about China, but look at everybody else though.
Okay, so I don't understand what the abrasion is about because I'm just saying that's
I'm
what it is.
throwing
Like
this.
I'm
I'm
not the one
posing this.
introducing this shit.
No, I'm
Fuck.
posing this challenge to you, mate, so we can have a conversation. I'm
to
creating
me,
like
mate.
friction. Yeah, I'm creating
Okay.
this sort of like opposite to you.
Heated debate.
This is gonna be a shitty podcast if we're just gonna suck each other's dicks or something, right? You just agree on each other all the
Mm.
time. Fucking hell,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Well,
posing
hey,
this
look,
question to you.
look.
Don't tell me I'm being abrasive and shit. I'm just nah, I'm just kidding, man. I love you,
Look,
man. Don't worry about it.
no, that's right. It's fine. Well, the thing is, like, when we're having conversations about this stuff, um, they're not my opinions,
Ah,
and I'm putting it out
wait,
there like, well,
can I
this is
cut you
the
off there? Just sorry, just a sec. I'm only seeing half your face. You need to move your camera or something. There you go,
you want me
handsome
to go,
boy.
well, why don't you not expand it like for my head?
Well, my stream, man. You're, people want to see your handsome face. Look at
Okay, so
that.
why don't you?
Look at that
So
sexy mug.
why don't you expand it so that like you can see more of
Nah,
my
fuck
sexy
it.
face?
Or
If that's
you
what
can
you're
just
saying.
move.
You could just put me in the corner. Is that what
Who
you're
gives a
doing?
shit? Then don't worry about it. Let's just. Well, I'm so sorry for cutting you off. My apologies. Um, yeah, please continue.
Okay. Ah, well. There's not much to continue about. So hey, let's go back to fucking
But you see, this is kind of like
Peter McKinnon.
my thought process when people kind of tell me stuff is, well, first of all, you said BlackRock, right? Why do you think BlackRock is telling you that it's gonna solve that issue, right? By cutting people off. Do you think it's because they have a vested interest in cryptocurrency?
Of course I do.
Yeah. And don't you think
They've
that you
said it.
told me once upon a time that you just need to follow the incentives, and then you'll know the reason why they're saying that. Not necessarily mean that that's true. They're just saying that so that you will invest in crypto. Maybe that's the case.
Oh, look. There's always like whether there's always things that is unknown. We
Yeah.
don't know like what's happening in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who the fuck are we to say like what is to happen and what's not to happen? I can only make observations um about what's visibly true, and making statements about something that could potentially be like inaccurate is not
Yeah.
my thing. But the speculation of it allows one to see patterns that aren't necessarily
Excuse me. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
that allows you to forecast things.
Sorry,
And I think
heartburn.
that's what's important is making sure that you're sitting in that fine line of not going there and going, okay, yeah, this is the truth, but it's not really the truth because like you're going down a conspiracy, you know, whether it's conspiracy theory or conspiracy fact. It's like get your facts straight first,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I
It's like
always hold the tentative.
you can't speak on something that that you have
Yeah.
no idea about. Likewise, same as me. There are particular things that I could say that fucking that are true because they're presented, they're presented in our face. But they
Yeah.
may not necessarily be true if you actually do your research. And so that's why I
Yeah.
encourage people to go and always like do their fucking research on this sort of stuff. And
The
that's why we're doing
skeptical
this.
stance.
It's case studies. Like, what's that? Occam's razor used to always fucking tell me, oh, but there's also like, do you take things at face value, or is like, hang on, is that person's character like
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're true. Well,
Mm.
everything that I'm saying is just my opinion anyway, and it's not doesn't necessarily be a fact. It's just my opinion. Like you said, just observing what's going on in the landscape right now. A lot of
Yeah.
artists are very abrasive. Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I think it's do you know the abrasiveness of the of artists out there with AI? I think I just think, okay, I don't know this for sure, but I think that's actually the minority of artists. But they are very
Because they're not
loud on
allowed us.
Twitter. No, no, no. Well, no,
They're
no.
allowed us. It's like, yeah.
They are real artists, but they're just purists. Okay, they're like the you get always gotta do things your own. But but I think the majority of like just your average artist out there doesn't really care. they don't, as long as you're not
They need to
scamming
make
people,
money.
as long as you're not hurting people, you're open about it. They
Yeah,
don't really care.
there's
But
honesty.
because it's the loud minority is screaming out to
Yeah,
Twitter or something, and criticizing everything about AI.
yeah.
Um,
It's a
I
silent majority versus the loud
that's just
minority. Yeah.
that's just my conspiracy theory anyway. Um,
Look, we
yeah,
could actually like go and deep research the numbers of people who are like this, right?
yeah,
And like it's a like because I'm a data back person. I'd like to not just go on like fucking uh talking shit out of my mouth and not actually like look at the numbers behind it, right? So we could look that up. Anyone in the chat, fucking please post some numbers. Let's see what the deep research is. That'd be cool to check it out. Um, what I was gonna say is that my problem with people who are abrasive like this and always loud is that because I used to be loud. I used to be loud about like all these fucking problems, and I realized, you know
used to
what?
be.
I'm only well, not really. Uh,
I'm
well,
teasing,
yes,
May. Relax, all right.
yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah, it
sound like you're
used to
about
be.
to punch me in the face.
I am about to punch you. No, 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 no. That well, look, I think I've shifted a lot, and a lot of people online who are loud aren't forgiving because people are human beings, right? And people can change, right? And people can change a numerous amount of times, right? From positive to bad again. Um, and in reality, you
Bad to
kind
bad to
of
worse.
have you can't pigeonhole people just because
Oh
of their
yeah.
past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, you can understand. There's a saying, um, you know, understand the animal that you're dealing with or the beast that you're dealing with, right? Um, you get bitten by a snake once and then you keep trying to help it and then fucking it bites you again, or a crab or whatever it is. But at the same time, you got to give people room to evolve and grow, right? So the reason why I say this is because the people who are loud about the use of AI, because I work heavily in the AI space, and I'm
Yeah.
also a cinematographer. I'm not the best cinematographer, um, but I have learned a lot. And what AI does, it allows us to be able to learn at a hyper active, like a hyper pace, right? We're able to now synthesize information in a way that's unheard of. Yes, it might produce slop here and there, but and this is why I'm like, when I talk about AI and people who are like specialists in their own field, if they only knew how to actually use um, AI, because their language, because that's literally how AI works, right? It's their language um, that will allow the AI to perform better. And it doesn't necessarily mean to destroy an industry, it's more to enhance one's skills. And really, it's not to be destructive of like a purist's slice of the pie. It's more so to give people who are have that sliver of where their abstraction layer is. For example, and the reason why I brought up abstraction layers, right? If you're a illustrator and you just do the layer where it's just the imagery, but you don't want to have to learn. I'm not saying it's you, right? But you don't want to have to learn the whole process of animation and editing and all that other stuff. You can utilize AI to sort of enhance that workload. For example, I'm a cinematographer. I've been waiting for the day that you could utilize AI to edit videos because I fucking hate editing videos. I only like the cinematography side of creating the video, and then the top down perspective of piecing the story together. Whereas the nuanced side of doing the edit, no, it's not for me. And so that's how some people would be like. And I think this is it's a great advantage or a great equalizer for people. And really, now there's no excuse for people who are, you know, 18 years old, 16 years old. Oh, it's too hard. It's too overwhelming. I have so much shit on my plate. No, man. Like, for someone to put it together like a presentation, for example, Iman Ghazi had his digital product formula 3.0. Um, webinar over the last 5 days. And he brought on Dan Henry. And Dan Henry, on the last day, he mentioned, look, it would have taken me months and almost like 12 months to put together a presentation, copywriting, video ads, ad spend, all of these things, all of these layers that he didn't really necessarily want to deal with, but he had to learn it anyway, can be done now in a compressed amount of time. So there's literally no excuse for someone who's broke, who's poor, to go out and like actually produce something that actually makes money. And you don't have to steal from other people.
Mhm. I
Makes
guess
sense?
that's it makes sense. It shortens the workload for, and I guess that's why Disney is firing a lot of people just to get to the
Yeah.
thing a lot short. I guess that's where you and I
And
differ, because I
yeah,
actually like going through that suffering of actually learning the thing. Even
and that's okay.
I love the entirety, the entire
Mm,
process from start to finish of actually
mm,
doing it myself.
mm.
Yeah, without the help of AI. I love doing that. That's like, it's like it's like building something from nothing, you know?
I completely get it. I
Yeah.
completely get it from a purist perspective, or from an artist perspective, as opposed to from the science perspective, because at the end of the day, you've got to equate time, like the amount of money that you can earn from like a project, right? You're limited. Why? Because you only have a certain amount of time and energy to put into that project. And this is where it's gonna like stop people from doing certain things, right? If there's certain goals that you need to hit, right, you can only do so much. And I've got nothing wrong with, there's no throwing shade at people who was like, yeah, you know what, I love doing this. That's perfect, by all means. But for those kind of people who are like, oh fuck, I got a family to feed, and I
I
got
got a family to
kids.
feed too. But the thing is that the thing that I'm doing also feeds my family. Those are not mutually exclusive.
Oh yeah, but you're just gonna have competition though.
The competition is not that bad when you're at my level.
There you go. So
Yeah. So
how are you?
that's the second part, by the way, of how you're gonna fight AI. Is you gotta get to a level where you can't be replaced by AI. You gotta be good. Okay, and that's, I guess, the difference between taking art as a profession and taking art as a hobby. Because see, if you're in a profession, I will tell you that your art is pretty shit. Okay, but if you're just
Yeah.
doing art as a hobby, then it's just art, and no, it's there's no difference between a shit artwork and a good artwork, right? Because it's just art as a hobby. Everything is good,
Yeah.
everything is fine and dandy. There's no stress. But if you're in a profession, everything is cutthroat. Okay, it's either you're good or you don't get hired. And sometimes,
Mm.
if I tell an artist, one of my viewers, that their art is pretty good, um, even though it's not, and if they want to be an artist like me, I'm doing them a disservice if I tell them that their art is good. Instead,
It's
I
good.
will tell them that, "Whoa, this is good. This is where you improved. It's pretty shit right now," because again, it's
Exactly.
cutthroat. It's really, it's this
It's
competition
cutthroat.
is steep.
And
Yeah,
that's the refining process. Yeah, that's
and I
right.
guess I guess that's where our overlap comes in. When I told you earlier that there will be a
Mm,
place for AR on everyday work
mm,
with
mm.
with artists, right? Because we, in that sense, in the industry, in the art industry, you're not competing with freaking other people anymore. You're competing with AI. Okay, so you're gonna have to
Well,
suck in
I,
the AI freaking dick.
I'm gonna I'm gonna just split hairs here in terms of like just the language thing,
Actually, can you
because
pause
you're
for a
not
sec before you hold that thought? I'm gonna get some water. Yeah,
okay.
I've been
I thought
drinking
you were
for a
prepared,
while.
Mike. All right. Well, I've got to go take a piss. So let's take a let's take a break, kids. Just give me a sec.
Oh, all right, guys. Sorry, I had some juice just to prepare myself for this podcast, but it made me a lot. It made me thirstier than I wanted to. So I now got water. Sky Crow, hey man, what's up? Haven't talked to you in a while. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are gonna disagree with I'm a jeepney driver, with the take with the AI thing and as well as the art, right? Because I do have a part in me that is a purist. Excuse me, and that you shouldn't use AI when you're doing art. But when it comes to, let's say, a professional setting, it's really difficult not to do that when you're not using when you're competing with other with AI now.
Sorry, catch me up on what you were saying, Mike.
I was just replying to a chatter here. Um, I was just saying that I there might be some pushback from my audience about what we're talking about. But just to be clear, I separate the two, right? Hey man, cool inputs, both sides. To be honest, hey, thanks man, thanks Skycrow from YouTube. He's also a regular viewer. Uh, but yeah, what was I saying?
So you're I just got a quick question.
Yeah.
Like your demographic of your audience, right?
Mhm.
Do you like guys? Drop in your ages if you like. I just want to get an understanding of like how old everyone is and sort of where they're at in their their art journey. And
I
I
can
think
tell
that
you
would
my
be
analytics.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
majority of my audience are between. Can you guess? It's pretty funny.
Uh, 30, 40.
You're close, but a bit older. It's like 55 to 65.
All right. Okay.
It's like
Fair.
all the and like 33% of them comes from the United States and only 4% of them comes from the Philippines.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't have a younger demographic?
I there is like a small percentage between of minors. Like
Okay.
15 ages 14 to 15, something like that, right? I forgot the numbers
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
but yeah, the majority of my viewers are old people. However,
Well, so
the people that I actually engage with, they are on the younger side. Um
yeah.
yeah.
So this is the beauty about working with mentors, right? Is that I've learned because I've lived with my mentor, like with one of my mentors for a whole entire year, right? He was a property guru. He retired, went to Thailand, and ended up asking him for some help one day while I was living in Bali, and he's like, "Oh, you need to just do this." And it was a kind of conversation where I thought it would take me like 40 minutes to do, but I kid you not, it was just 60 seconds. And he's like, Chris, you just do this, 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 and this. And within like the next day, I called I called Rick and I'm like, Rick, by the way, I made 10 grand. Thank you so much. And because I did that, he's like, you know what, Chris, what are you doing? In 2 weeks' time, I'm gonna come over. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just working on my business. And because I spent that time with Rick, and he's an older gentleman. What I learned about coaching and mentorship is that yes, these gentlemen and gentlewomen and gentlemen, or
Ladies.
ladies and gentlemen, yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
What it is,
um,
non-binary,
yeah, or
gentlemen,
whatever,
gentlemen.
um, is that being able to pass the torch is something that I think um, is a very honorable facet for whether you're an artist or or you take a science very personally. um and I think it can be a very rewarding thing, right? Just to speak to your audience that are in the older demographic. And I think it's a way to really to pass on your legacy, to be able to teach that. And that's where most people fall short, is that because AI is taking over the industry, they think they don't have any income. But in reality, if you were to take that torch that you held for a long time and you were to pass it on to the younger generation, it is not only just a very lucrative thing. And I want to stray away from, being these fake gurus who don't really know shit, and they're just like these 18-year-olds who haven't done anything, but actual experts who really take their craft really seriously and know what the fuck they're doing, to be able to hand that torch over to the younger generation and make sure they're doing right by it, by perhaps utilizing AI and mixing in that, or maybe not, or being able to at least teach them, okay, here are the things that I learned. Let's see you pass on, my teachings. Let's see what you come up with. And it's kind of like Snoop, or musicians. They love to see the new musicians. Sometimes they laugh. They have to. It's like they have to bite their tongue because some of the shit that comes out, like in the music industry, is horrible. Just like mumble rap. They're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Well,
And
Snoop's
but
not
it's that
biting his tongue.
before they
Okay.
were. I remember a number of podcasts. They were like, "This is some funny shit." Um,
I'm
but
pretty
it's
sure
in
Snoop's
that.
pretty open about if something is shit. I've seen him trash
Yeah, he
talk
is.
all the
He
time.
he
Yeah.
is. He is.
Also,
But
pretty
that's
good
what I'm
COD
saying.
player.
But that's what I'm saying. They talk shit, but they still have, like, it's them having to bite their tongue because they can't do anything about it. It's like that's the way the industry is going. So they have to help usher them to be like, yo, you gotta fucking make some better rap, or you gotta make some better music. Do you know what I mean? And it's the responsibility of the old generation to be able to do this. And I look, although I look really young, right? Um, I still have a lot to sort of pass on. While I'm at that age where I can both learn and also pass things on. And I think this is Keras one said it really well. The older generation, if they learned from the younger generation, they'll move faster in their space because they've got new knowledge. And the younger generation, if they learned from the older generation, they'll move faster in their space because they've got new knowledge. And
Hmm.
I think that's a really, really
Yeah.
beautiful quote that
You know. You know.
Keras one
You know who you
puts
should
down.
tell
So
that to?
is that
Our parents.
that's exactly what it's about. You
You
know
know,
what I
like
mean?
oh well, just speaking to my right. I'm not really. I was just joking about your parent. Antipet is pretty cool, but with my parents, they don't
Let's
really.
not expose any government names, right?
Well,
It's good you use that
that's
one.
her nickname. I know. I know. I know.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But my parent, well, she didn't really believe in me and stuff like that. I think they're still better than me. But in my opinion, the newer generation is always going to surpass the older generation, and I'm just
Mm,
waiting for my son to do that. And I always tell my son, you know what, Marcus, one day you're gonna grow up and you're gonna become an artist like your dad, and you know don't don't be sad when you're never gonna surpass me, because I'm always going to be a better artist than you are. You know,
mm.
yeah. Don't Yeah. I'm always gonna be better. That's a joke, by the
I know it's fucked up.
way.
I say that shit all the time. Yeah.
That's a what's his name? What's his face? Do you know that I got that from
There's a
somewhere?
couple of people that do that. It's fucking hilarious.
That Chinese guy who's like wants to be his son
No,
wants to
I'm
be a
gonna always
comedian.
be better. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, that's
you
the
think you're
one.
gonna be
Yeah.
better than your old man? Write
No, no,
jokes?
fuck that.
No, no, no. This is a joke. But you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. The
Look,
newer
that is a
generation
real
will
dad joke though.
always. Sorry.
That is a real dad joke though.
Yeah.
Like I say that to my son all the time.
The-
But it's a
it-
push. It's a push to like get better. So yeah, and continue what you're saying.
Toxic masculinity. Um. Yeah. The newer generation is always going to surpass the old generation. Did I say the newer generation will
They
always
have to.
surpass the yeah yeah. And we're
It's like
gonna
what
become
Bruce
the
Lee says, right?
what did Bruce say?
It's like what Bruce Lee says, right? Is that um you know the sign of a true master is a student that excels his thing, and
This thing.
I guess it's
Bruce
also,
said
yeah,
that.
his thing, his thing over there.
Bruce Lee
There's
said his
another saying.
thing.
Yeah, his thing. It's like the Filipino Bruce Lee. You know what I mean? My
Eh,
son, you have to surpass my thing. Look at the
Anyway,
things over there.
nice. Okay,
So
really cool
there's
Filipino
a,
Bruce Lee
there-
quote.
yeah, there's another saying that I think that my dad used to always say. He's like Isaac Newton. He used to say that I could not have reached the heights or the pinnacles of greatness without standing on the shoulders of giants. And he was
Mm,
talking about Galileo Galilei.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Did you know?
absolutely amazing.
Fun fact about Isaac Newton.
Mm.
Um, he invented.
He's a
He was
thief. No, I'm kidding.
frustrated because he couldn't answer the question as to why this asteroid, this comet, is passing by London.
Oh, and he
Okay,
invented calculus.
and he invented a calculus, and then he turned 24.
Then he turned 24.
Yeah, I
See,
mean, what were you doing?
you guys are fucking doing shit. You
What were
fucking
you doing
lazy
at 20?
motherfuckers.
All right.
24.
So
Not
that's
rich.
like it's
I'm
like
probably
one of
gonna
the
get banned
notes.
on my stream.
Yeah.
Oh my
There is
goodness.
actually another scientist before Isaac. It predates him by close to 1,000 years, I think. It's a woman too.
Thousand Year Blood War.
That's final season, by the way, is this year. But there's another scientist that predates Newton, who was about to. She was said to about to unlock the secrets of gravity before 1,000 years before Newton, probably more than 1,000 years.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, her name was Hypatia, and
Hi Facial. Hi
yeah,
Facial.
he was skinned alive, I think, for proposing that during his time. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people still being skinned alive for proposing anything to do with gravity.
he was the first martyr for science.
Ah,
Yeah.
the first Illuminati. The first Illuminati martyr. Rebelled against the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesuits. please,
Actually,
please don't flame.
that's exactly what
Please
happened.
don't flame me.
No.
Yeah, I got no idea about any sort of the science.
Just
behind
sign thing.
Yeah.
The theory of
Please,
gravity.
guys, don't swat. Please, guys, don't swat me.
I used to be a big science nerd. I kind of lost interest with keeping up with the entire thing, but I used to be a big nerd.
You knew my
all that
dad,
stuff.
didn't you? You got to spend a bit of time with my dad. right?
Like 5 minutes.
Piss off.
Yeah.
How long did you live in a house for when you were younger?
Your dad?
First
I
time?
didn't live with your dad. You mean Uncle Chris?
Yeah.
You're talking about Uncle. I thought you were dad in the Philippines.
No, not that dad.
Uncle Chris. Oh yeah, I know. I knew Uncle Chris. Yeah, love that guy.
You keep exposing government names, mate. I'm gonna get doxxed one day.
It's a Chris. Everybody, it's like 1,000 Chris. Like 1,000 Chris. Who the hell is Uncle Chris?
Apparently, I look like Andrew Tate and I talk like him. Someone's gonna swat me. No, please,
Jesus
guys,
Christ. Andrew Tate.
He's a bit of an idiot. He's a bit of an idiot.
He says some good things. He says some bad things. He's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that Bruce Lee quote, right?
Take things from face value. So, yeah, that's right. They go on. Say it, Mike.
What was it again? Take all the good things, discard all the bad things, and add something on your own. So that's kind of what I do with everybody. That's a different quote.
No, it's the same part of the quote.
Is it?
Yeah,
no. I'm pretty sure that's a Jeet Kune Do quote.
Yeah, it's all part of the same philosophy.
But it's not the same quote. It's a same philosophy but different quotes.
Let me fact check this. Let me give you
all right. I like doing that.
Bruce Lee quote.
I need to shave.
You need to shave. Yeah, he's starting to look a little bit like Abu Sayyaf.
I mean, look at my eye bags, man. I look like I just got hit.
You look like an old man now with your. Bruce Lee quote. Take in a good, empty your cup.
No, that's not the empty your cup quote.
I know. I'm looking at the whole thing, seeing.
Yeah, but you're presupposing it already.
No, because that's the actual quote. Empty your mind, be formless, be shapeless like water.
That's
if you
not
put your water into a cup. Wait, listen. If you put it becomes a cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. You put it into a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Now you can
Now
flow,
water can
crash, or
crash. Now water can
or it
flow
can
through water. Right?
flow.
Now that I know that
Oh,
quote, it's not the quote that I'm quoting.
no, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not. Um, we're talking about the Jeet Kune Do quote.
The Jeet Kune Do quote, yeah.
Jeet Kune
I know my
Do
quotes.
quote.
I know my Bruce Lee philosophy. Oh, how awesome was Bruce Lee? Pretty cool.
Oh, I loved his philosophy. It's great.
Yeah.
Absorbs what is useful and
Yeah, that's the one.
discard what is useless and
Uh-huh.
add what is uniquely your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Bruce Lee
How
was a
awesome.
man of science and art at the
Yeah,
very
yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yep,
And
yep.
he knew the distinction between just being a perfectionist, but also it being a person's rice bowl.
All
That's
this
why he
talk
got
about rice
shaded.
bowls.
That's why he got shade. That's why he got shade.
You got shade.
By the you know the powers that be in
The
the
Jews.
martial arts world. No, the martial arts world. Bro, are you trying to get me doxxed?
Wait, what's the full quote? Okay, so I Sky Crow. I think Chris here just did a quote, right? Can you say that again for just for the chatter? The
He
quote.
did a ting. He done a ting,
He
man.
did the ting. Take the ting. The ting.
The ting over there with the ting. Um, absorb what is useful, discard what's useless, and add what is uniquely your own.
Yeah. That could be applied in art as well. That's what I do, right? I take like a style from an artist, like just one. I pluck a style, and then I discard the things that I don't like, and I just make that style my own. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's fucking. That's beautiful. No, honestly, that's how you actually get better.
Yeah.
That's literally how you get better. I think most people don't take this sort of enough seriously because they're like, oh, this person is a bad person. I'm not going to take anything from this person. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you fucking seriously? You're missing out a
Oh
whole
well, there's
plethora
some
of
nuance to
learnings.
that.
Well, there is nuance to it, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like, um, obviously you don't want to model it like a serial killer but there's
Yeah.
still things that you could take from different things in the world that might not necessarily be good, but you can turn it into a silver lining, at least for yourself.
Yeah, I
Kind
get
of
what you
like
mean.
it's like the concept of kintsugi. You know what kintsugi is?
No.
The Japanese break a cup and then they put it back together with like
Okay. Oh
gold
yeah.
inlays.
I've heard this
That's
before,
what
yeah.
kintsugi.
Yeah.
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 So I think it was like the seven principles of Japanese culture. Seven principles
Is it the seven pillars?
Japanese culture. Kintsugi.
One of those
The
Kaizen,
other one is Kaizen. The other one is
Bushido.
Ikigai.
Ah, Ikigai.
Bushido, is it Bushido? Yeah, Ikigai. Let's have a look here.
Bushido.
Seven trans Ikigai Bushido, the way of the warrior. Wabi Sabi.
Yeah, wabi sabi. Huh?
Um, yeah, Wabi Sabi is like finding beauty in imperfection.
I think there's also one about minimalism. I forgot what it's called already.
That'll be. Is there one for
By the
really?
way, how's your Japanese?
How's my Japanese?
Yeah.
Um, it's a bit rusty.
um.
I still need to do a bit more Duolingo.
Okay.
That's an unsolicited plug, by the way. I did not get paid for that.
Duolingo, please sponsor me. I use it all the time, every day. 60-day streak now.
Yeah, I can see the streak. Yeah,
That's how you send
that's how
for
I learn.
a
Hey, Nihongo ga wakaremasu ka?
wakarimasen.
Hi.
No, I just said I don't understand.
Oh, wakaremasen.
Wakarimasta. Uh,
No, I asked if you were
Nihongo.
Japanese.
I know.
Nihongo ga
No,
wakarimasu.
Nihonjin uses Japanese. Nihongo is the
Nihonjin. Yeah,
language. Yeah.
Nihongo is you understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
language. Yeah.
Philippine Jin.
Uh,
Igirisu Jin.
Philippine Jin.
There's I'm up to the part of Duolingo where it gives me the name, and there's an Andrew. in how to say Andrew in Japanese, and it's
Is
like
it is it Andrew Sama?
no, it's Andoroyu,
Andaru Sama.
Andoroyu.
Andaru Sama.
Just san is not san. Andoroyu san.
Okay.
So Andoroyu. No, it's pretty cool.
Mike, let me do this. Wait, let me do this. Ready?
What are you doing? Walking out. I can see your reflection on screen. You're taking off your clothes. Oh my god, what the hell?
Sashiburi ne.
Oh, you got a katana. Dude, that's so sick. Is that a real Is it a real sword?
Hang on.
Don't put it
Yo,
in your
did you catch
ass.
that?
Yeah, that was a pretty
It's
sick sword.
ne.
Is that a real sword?
Yeah. Nah, it's a model. Aizen.
Mm. Ah, nice. Is it an umbrella?
Aizen.
Okay, it's a real.
Yeah.
It's like a replica. You know, there were a lot of Japanese swords like katanas that was for sale, when I was
Mm,
there, just selling it on like sidewalks and shit. Um,
mm.
they were pretty expensive, like 32,000 yen. It was like 10,000 pesos, $200. $200 for, I
All
think
right.
it's pretty cheap for a sword. Um, yeah, but there were like a lot of them. You know, it's good memorabilia. But I gotta go through costumes if I buy one. I can't be bothered.
I want to get Zenitsu. I'll get Zenitsu's.
Mm.
Have
From
you
Demon
been?
Slayer,
Yeah. Have you watched Demon Slayer yet or what?
I've caught up except for the last movie. But
No.
yeah,
Oh,
I've already
I
finished
got
the
a
manga
bro.
though. I already know what's gonna happen. I've already finished the
Oh,
manga.
you know what's gonna happen? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, look. The manga's good. The manga's good,
yeah.
but I don't know why, but the effect that the anime has is like
No, it's the opposite, man. The manga is mid, but the anime is peak.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like fucking
it's
bawling my
so
eyes.
good.
I'm
It's
like,
so
fuck
good.
oh man, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on? Zenitsu, you fucking lock it in, mate.
What is that? Already forgot the second stance, the second form he does. That's been a while.
Oh,
But
the seventh.
yeah, he has a second lightning stance, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
called the seventh because there's
yeah,
only six before, and then he mastered the seventh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
that,
it gets pretty
bro.
hardcore after that. By the way, if you want to spoil shit, it,
Yeah, I watched some of the fan made animes when they
uh,
go up with the second and then the first.
yeah, it's
Um,
hardcore.
pretty fucking good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Pretty good.
Oh, but you know what? I love that Murata and his galaxy breathing peak
Huh. I
peak
don't remember that one. Galaxy
peak.
breathing. I don't remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I
You
gotta
watch the
watch it
anime?
though. I should. Yeah, yeah. It's on my list.
Galaxy breathing.
I kind of pick on my girlfriend, my wife, my soon to be wife, because she watched it with her
Okay.
girlfriends, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave. I was just at the house, but my mother was here at the time. Okay, so I was like, okay,
Oh, auntie.
I'm not gonna watch it because you watch it with somebody else, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just fooling around with her. But yeah, oh, my mom got a the heart operation last year. It was pretty terrible. She's fine now
I'm
though.
sorry to hear.
She's fine now though.
That's
She's
right.
like working again. Yeah.
All right,
Um,
for those of you who feel sympathy, just drop some things in the chat. I'm
FB in
kidding.
the chat.
Some
No,
super
no, no.
chats. Yeah.
Oh,
Super chat.
I'm like 800 hours away from being monetized. By the way.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Yo,
there's
is
two
that
levels. There's two levels of monetization in YouTube. So the first
that's an
level
actual
is
thing?
3,000 hours. I'm like 2.2 thousand hours now, and that only covers super chats, so people can donate to me and stuff. The 4,000 hour one is the AdSense, which is what I'm after.
We're gonna do this more often then.
Yeah, actually, this counts in my hours. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Hmm.
Well, that makes sense. That actually makes more kind of sense, considering the conversation we had before we jumped on stream. Um, yeah. So, do you should do you want to go through like how you do case studies for your videos with me?
Yeah, I'll just say right now, the way you do quick studies really quickly is you study the quick study of somebody else. You study the case study of somebody else.
Oh, so you literally just take someone's case study.
Yeah. So what you do is like you take one point of a case study, and then you watch another case study, and you take another point, and then you just add your own stuff into it, right?
You know how mad that makes me?
Yeah. What?
You know how mad that makes me? This whole time you've been talking about this shit and you like stealing someone else's shit.
No, I don't steal somebody's shit. I just see their point, but I'm like writing my own stuff.
All right. Oh, that's funny. No,
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you. No, that's interesting though. Okay, cool. So like literally you just go and look at that. But in terms of like producing it, like
Hmm.
tell me about it.
All right. So
What are you doing?
for the most part, for example, my
Yeah,
case
like
study,
let's share screen. Why don't you share screen and show me the process?
I can't. What do you mean? Show you the process?
You
Okay.
can't.
For before I show my screen, I'm just gonna give an example. This girl right here, Kamomi Shirahama, the artist for this book. The way I
Yeah.
did the case study is I actually read her books, which is
Mm,
right there in the back.
mm.
Um, right, I got my books here. I read her books, and I also bought her artwork. And I actually I did real studies with him. I didn't just take somebody else's study. And then I just write a script. So let's see. I'm gonna do that right now. If I can share. Oops. Nope. How am I gonna do this?
Yeah. Also, if you could draw it for like for people who are like, because I'm very visual focused, right? If you could
Yeah.
share screen and show me like a drawing of like a diagram of like your process, just so I've got a visual, like a mind map, even.
Oh, I just freaking out, man. I just used Notepad. Wait, can you see my Notepad?
Mm.
Right. So these are okay. So these are some of my scripts. Right. So I just do this.
I can't see it. It's kind of like warped.
Wait. How about
It's not
now?
warped. It's yeah. You got to do something about that.
What do you mean it's warped?
It's
Wait.
not that it's warped. It's like yeah. It's like it's not filling the space.
Give me just a sec. Whoops. Wait. Oh,
Oh no, Mike, your epidermis is showing.
my epidermis.
Yeah.
What do you mean my epidermis? Well, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Because in my screen it looks okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It's cut off. Is
um,
you're saying it's cut off?
it's like zoomed in. It's like zoomed
How
into
about
the
now?
yeah. There you go. There you
Okay.
go.
Wait. I know what the problem is. It's OBS. It's all bullshit. OBS.
Oh bullshit.
Yeah. So I bet
uh,
this is basically my script, right? This is it. Um. So I this is one of
oh, so you
my.
just write the script out.
I just write the script out. Okay. I just talk about this. This script is more of uh a play by play. It's not really a case
Yeah.
study. So let me see if I can find a script for a case study.
Mm,
It's lagging. Actually, let me open up my documents.
okay. Oh
Um.
no. Oh no.
Oh
What
no.
happened here? Hey,
Oh dearie. Where is my script?
really?
Hmm.
久しぶりや
All
ね。
right, here we go.
Zen.
So this is my Kamome Shirahama review. So I kind of break it down to number one, like stages or steps. What makes her
Yeah.
unique, right? So first, this
Mm,
is my intro. So
mm.
I just kind of read this now. Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'll be talking about my favorite artist that I discovered in 2025, Kamome Shirahama, from the author of Witch Hat Atelier. So I kind of just go like that for my intro. And
Oh,
then
so do you record the audio first? Is that what you're saying?
actually, yeah, I record the audio first, and then I re-record the thing with my face on it again. So I listen better when I hear myself read this than actually reading it as well as filming myself. Does that make sense? Like I don't like
Okay, so you
reading
just
the
layer the
thing.
B-roll over. Okay, so you layer the B-roll over it so that you've got the audio and then you can visualize
Yeah,
what
actually,
the
I'll show
picture would look
you.
like.
I'll show you one of my a video that I'm working on still. I guess it'll be better. So, but before while I'm loading this on my
Yeah.
CapCut, so I just break this down to how many is this? One, two, So that's pretty much it, right? So it's like a breakdown because it's easier to digest if you break this down, and also it's easier to create shorts from it. So there's three.
Mm.
So how many ever, right? And then an outro. So that's it's pretty simple. And this is probably around 5 minutes worth of script. And then you can extend that by adding quiet moments in between or speed paints in between. Um, Things like when you say, "Oh, let me just show you how it's done," and then you cut to how it's done, right? Or does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm opening up a project file right now. So can you still see my screen? By the way, am I losing you?
No, 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 no. I'm listening.
But you can see my
I can see
screen.
your screen.
Okay,
I can see your
it'll take a
screen.
while to load. So
Okay, so just go back, go back, go back, go back. So
here.
in your writing there,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so you're not putting any sort of cuts or like where you starting to visualize. You only read it first, and then later
Mm-hmm.
on, once you hear the audio, you're like, okay, this is where it should. Like, do you go through a secondary editing process of the script so that you know when to cut, or like how does?
I go through a second edit of the script. Yes. So what I do first is okay. This is a better example. Okay. So see here, if I deactivate this thing, the all the
It's kind
video
of blurry.
stuff.
Hmm.
Is that your resolution? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if it's my thing. I know why, because I'm also streaming your thing.
Oh, but can you see my cap cut though?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the bottom here is the audio. Okay. This is the first a slice of the audio, which I haven't deleted. I'm gonna delete that later. But just in case I miss
Mm-hmm.
something, I have it there. So that's the first slice. That's the first recording. And
Mm-hmm.
then I then overlay another recording, this time with video on. So this is this thing here. This is this thing here, okay? So the audio below that is pretty much the same as what I'm saying here, but it's another overlay. It's a second audio sample. It's I'm not dubbing it, okay? Just to be clear, I'm not dubbing it. But it's just
Okay.
easier for me to understand myself when I hear myself talk rather
Yeah.
than read it and then record it at the same time. That's harder for me to do.
So it's like it's like a guiding track.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cause
So it's
I
the audio track. Okay.
yeah, cause I find my eyes keeps darting to the script every time I
Yeah.
read it, right? So it's not good for video if your eyes keeps darting.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's your way of just hearing it and then repeating
Mm-hmm.
it, hearing it,
Exactly.
repeating it,
Exactly.
hearing, repeating it.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's very smart. That's very
Yeah.
smart. Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
See, now that's creative. Did you steal that off anyone or
No. No, I just did. I just got that from my own. Because
pure
I have a
just plucked
problem.
it from the universe? Just
Yeah.
plucked it from the universe. Just
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what you get when you're just doing this right without like you kind of make things up your own. Um,
yeah.
and that, again, that's what I love about this. That's discovering things like that. There's probably
Yeah.
other people that does it like this, but I don't know who they are, and I this is definitely something that I do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just okay, so I covered this audio and this audio and this audio. So I just okay, so it's like a smoother cut now. And if you put them together, I just mute the audio below it, right? So I just put that in. And
Distinguish
it's
yeah.
good and bad character design. I would
And
say
it's more
yes. And
perfect.
in this video, I'm gonna
Okay.
oh
Yeah,
that's
cool. This is new. This is new for me because
yeah.
obviously a cinematographer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I get that process. That's yeah, it's very similar to a standard edit process where you put the B-roll on top. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And this part here too. Before I just had a static image here, or at least a copy of the video, the B-roll of another person from because I'm talking about the big
Yeah.
three, Bleach, Naruto, and
Bleach.
One
No,
Piece,
so
right?
one piece.
So I wanted to
Yeah.
overlay what they are instead of me just talking about them. And instead of let's say
Mm.
copying this track from Naruto there, right? So it's just like that. Instead of doing that, I actually recorded this on a camera
And
and I
Naruto
have it
and
like
Luffy
this
here,
moving
they have very
instead.
simple designs to them. They're not overly
Yeah,
complex.
Does that make sense?
that
Uh,
makes sense.
yeah. So this one
Okay,
I
that's
didn't do
interesting,
this
and that
one.
way you won't get a copyright strike. Actually,
It's not. It's copyright protected if it's just. I think it's less than 10
less than
seconds. And if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
if you overlay something on it, you'll be protected by copyright strike. So for in this example,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
overlaying my voice into the thing. So it's I think there's a technical word for that. I think it's uh there's a technical word for it. It's the word is escaping me. But you won't get a copyright strike
Creative
if you
Commons.
overlay. What was that?
Creative Commons.
Yeah, something like that, right? That's not
Yeah.
exactly, but I think you have the same idea.
Yeah. So for anyone out there in learning to do YouTube, YouTube actually has a course called Creative Commons, and they basically teach you what you can and can't do on YouTube, because you might be borrowing someone else's stuff. So you got to
Yeah.
be able to at least make it 10% more different than what it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
actually the original
yeah.
content.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
cool.
it.
So
Yeah, yeah.
cool. So I see you've layered B-roll, and it's your unique B-roll as well as your
Mhm.
own content as well. That's pretty cool. And then you got sound effects and swooshes and all that other stuff as well, or?
Yeah, I do. It's down
I
here.
can see it.
Wait, I have it deactivated.
Bottom layer. Yeah, bottom layer there.
Jesus Christ,
Okay,
what's going
cool.
on? I'll just activate some of them.
Easy to
Right,
draw.
if I go here,
Batman, for
there you
example.
go.
He's pretty.
See,
I can't hear it. By the way, it's
but
fine.
I have it anyway.
Yeah.
There's also a entertainment aspect to this as well.
Do you want to drop a link to that? Or have you made this video
No, I
yet?
haven't published this yet. This is for
Okay.
next Thursday. This Thursday,
Okay.
right?
Yes, Daryl's day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm posting every week. Last week, man, I got so much growth last month. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be
Was
that
it
big.
big?
It was like 400 subscribers in a month.
It got bigger. Was the
Yeah,
wife impressed?
that's what she said, right?
Is it?
2010.
So she was impressed. Okay.
Yeah, she was pretty impressed.
About you.
And that's kind of my thing there, the bubble you.
About you.
The what?
You
What's
can't
that?
hear
What
my
was that?
audio?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it. But
So
yeah,
I'll
that's
see
my
it.
thing.
Is that it?
One more thing, by the way, I also found
Mm.
that I can produce more video if I don't overthink my camera angles.
Production.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I used to like set up my camera on top, set my camera on the bottom, a different angle here, different
Good.
angle there. And now I just straight record the entire thing in one angle, right? So it's a lot
Yeah.
faster
Yeah.
that way.
Yep.
Yeah. And maybe sometimes I'll record it in a different way if I have time, if I Peter, speaking of Peter McKinnon, I actually got this technique from him because he said that he actually tried to produce a video a day and just to,
Like Casey.
I don't know if I got it from Peter McKinnon. I clicked one of his videos and he says, okay, I produced this video in a single day and I uploaded it in the same day too. I was like, okay, maybe I'll push myself one day to do that. I made a video because it took me like 2 weeks to make a single video, right?
Oh, fuck,
Something like
made it.
this.
Yep.
Yeah, it took me 2 weeks back in the day. So I only posted twice a month. And then I said, okay, I'm going to push myself to do this. And I realized that I can do it in 3 days. And now I can do it in two, right? So I'm getting faster. And now I'm doing 2 videos in a single week, I think. The only thing that's
That's
holding me
interesting.
back is some of the parts of my videos requires me to draw something, so that takes a long time sometimes. So that's the only reason why I haven't made the second video
Oh,
yet.
specific. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because it's a tutorial, so I have to draw, and that takes a while.
Mm.
Can't be done in a single day. But the entire edit thing, I have finished a video in a single day once upon a time.
You got it down pat?
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah.
No, maybe we should do another live stream where we're editing like this video.
I'll show you the other one because I haven't edit that one. This one. This is about character design, and I've only shot the speaking part, right? Ooh, welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be designing a new character. Okay, but I haven't have any overlays, no music yet, nothing yet. But this is the hard part, really. This recording stuff. This is the hard part. Yeah. So as long as I can get this out of the way, I can probably, if I wanted to, I can probably finish this today if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's just a straight linear cut.
Yeah.
So you did the same thing here. I can see the audio layer at the bottom, and then
Yep.
you've just muted the audio layer at the bottom, and
Yeah.
you've just done the whole.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. That's pretty good. I like that. And I think that's something that my clients can use, because you know, having the secondary version rather than eyes
Mhm.
darting, I think that's probably really good. Yeah, that makes sense actually. I think I'll use that technique. All right, Tommy,
Yeah.
Eddie, you guys, that's what we're following. Audio first, then video.
Well, I think people do it a lot better. I only do this because I have problems with stuttering and forgetting things. I think
Yeah.
people can just straight up talk in English without any cuts. You know what I mean? Without any stutter. And all they need is like pointers. Oh, okay, this one word pointer. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this.
Oh no,
Um,
we specifically when we're doing our certain things, it's there's like this
scripts.
specific copy. Yeah,
Uh,
specific copy that we need to do to employ you know, some like psychology stuff. So
okay.
yeah. And disclaimers, you know what I mean? Especially
Mhm.
if you're teaching people, you have to write disclaimers and it has to be set on point. So yeah, it's really, that's interesting. I like this. And so you're saying you're doing these almost now, you're getting to the point where you're compressing within the day.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
What's
Some videos can be done in a single day. Some tutorial videos I have to draw. I have to create a plan, things like that. So it takes a little bit of time. But yeah, what was that? You were about to ask me a question. Sorry.
what's actually interesting, what's sort of standing out to me here, and I'm picking up. Um because I'm so averse to editing, I really hate editing, right? And I kind of thinking that is this kind of like me needing to complete that journey is like, okay, well, because I always relied on editors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was easy for me to palm that off because, you know, but now that I'm like, you know, got a small team, none of the other team knows how to edit. So now I've got to like start picking up editing and utilizing AI is like, it's not that great. It's not there yet to do editing. So I'm thinking, knowing the process at least, then I can start to compile like some processes so that I know um how to write the standard operating procedure for the AI when I need it to become more production based as opposed to art based, because I want it to look good enough but also be able to multiply the content out so that it's on point for all of the clients. So I think this is good. I love it. It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of figurines there, man.
Oh, can I show you
Love it.
something that I'm about to do that I haven't told anyone yet? Um,
Hmm. Did you
so
just flip your screen? Because like I'm confused now.
I can switch screens. Um, uh, so these are my prints. Okay. Actually, some
Yeah.
of them are up there. You can't see, but I have more
It's
prints
it is it
framed up
the
there.
screen is flipped now. So like you're like this
Oh,
now.
is it flipped? Okay, wait one
Yeah,
second.
it's flipped.
Oh, it is flipped. One in the day. I can fix that. There you go. Um. All right, better, right?
Is that the same character from your branding?
No, but she
It
is in
is.
my
It is.
It's not. No, it's not. She's not the same. But okay. Anyways, these prints, there's 6 of them, and I'm gonna ship them to the United States because they're gonna be part of an event. I'm gonna
So look,
sign them.
bring it up,
Okay,
bring it up more, bring it up more, bring it up more.
there you go. Great.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, that is nice.
So I'm gonna sign. I'm
It's
gonna
almost like
sign
a
them.
Chinese type anime.
Japanese man, it's kimono.
Look. No, I know, but like you know how the Chinese animes like they're specific characters.
Ah man, if I'm speaking of Chinese anime, you should watch Legend of Hei.
Bro, they're so good. These
They're so
Chinese
good,
animes,
yeah.
like, oh,
And I
dude.
also printed these out. Um, I got branding stickers so that I can package them out.
So,
Or I bought
oh,
more
yeah.
stuff. I bought stuff, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start selling prints pretty soon. I just need to figure out better packaging.
Gonna do some give. You're gonna do some giveaways for the Jingo Studios
Yeah,
fans.
actually,
Fan base.
that's exactly what these
There you
are.
go.
I'm
Oh,
gonna ship
nice.
them to the US.
Nice.
I got a mate there, who's gonna give them away. in an art event,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna. But I also got well, I got James, right. He's gonna give me a free e-commerce freaking website.
Oh,
I don't know if he's
very
actually gonna do
nice.
that for me. Okay, I'm gonna pay him though for a e-commerce website. That's what he does, by the
Yeah,
way.
cool.
Yeah, we went to a
Yeah, let's plug it
business.
in.
We went to a
Fuck yeah.
business meeting with James, and James, by the way, is my best friend. He's like my brother from another mother, and he owns a
Mhm.
e-commerce business. And he's also an artist, by the way. He can draw really well. But have you seen his drawing? He's
Mhm.
probably on par with my dad. When it comes to art.
Really?
Yeah, he's really
That
good.
says a lot.
That
If you're
he's
saying that
so
it's on
good.
par with your dad,
Yeah, he's so good. He just doesn't have time to draw anymore.
like better than you, or
Oh well, come on, nobody's better than me. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm kidding, of course, guys. No, come on, just a bit of satire there. But anyways, we went to a business event, and we met a lot of businessmen there. There was this
Mm.
woman who has been retired in the business world, but she said that, man, in my days I created like a plumbing company, a construction company, and all this and that. Like, oh, this girl's it's just like old, right? Just old and shit, and really
Mm.
well mannered and stuff. But we
Mm.
met a lot of interesting people there. And it was a really interesting event. I was thinking like, dude, Chan would love this because we used to do that, right? We used to go to events like that back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the Pro Life
cool.
UK events and the what other stuff was there? The FWD events, business meeting
All,
shits.
all the all the life
Oh,
insurance, all the real estate. Yeah,
the MCI.
the MCO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Jan
So
would
for
have
those
loved
of you
this.
who don't, so for those of you who don't know, I used to do real estate and life
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah, we used to be
While I
licensed
was doing
too.
my Airbnb. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, how badass is that? If you licensed insurance broker, dude, that's
Um,
I think that's badass. You know? No, I mean like in my opinion, it's kind of prestigious.
I mean, I think it's a bit of a wank,
Yeah.
like a lot of people just pull it off like
People
that.
love
But like,
wanking. What do you mean?
oh my goodness.
People love a wank. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, what happened to you? You used to joke like this all the time. That's where I got this from. Yeah.
Fucking hell. No comment. Zip.
Dude, I'm surprised.
Nah,
You've
I'm
changed a
fine.
lot. Back in the
Oh,
day,
look, you have to
would
be prim and proper sometimes.
all right. You gotta be trim. You gotta be trim and proper. Okay.
No,
This
no,
is a
no,
pretty
no.
chill
No,
event.
look, I don't know. Like, I don't mind having a bit of a toss, but yeah, not at the expense of others. That's all.
What?
All right, cool. So, as in, I don't want to get my stream shut down.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about
Yeah.
that,
Keep
guys.
throwing me
Can't
under the bus,
stream.
and
That's
yeah,
why I
there's
wanted to
like,
stream this on a different platform than my main channel, really.
oh yeah, well,
Yeah, just to test
yeah,
it
well,
out.
look, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
What
Anyways,
is that little monkey at the bottom of your thing?
oh, I mean, Goku, how racist of you? Because
No,
he's
no,
a
no,
monkey.
no. I didn't let him mic.
This thing? I think this is
Bro, did you know Frieza, like the Japanese are not racist with Frieza?
that if you actually listen to the Japanese Frieza, he is like so polite, and he
Yeah,
talks like a
like a
an
gentleman.
office manager, like a manager. Yeah, he talks like a manager.
Yeah,
Do you know how
yeah.
Japanese has I forgot what it's called, but they have like double speak where one is proper and one is casual, and Frieza just
Yeah.
straight up talks in polite Japanese all the time.
Yeah. So there's no double entendres. There's no slide of
There's
like
no reason.
slide of mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't say hello, monkeys.
Monkeys. Yeah. Do you like a shower, monkey?
How's that so racist?
Well, because they're monkeys, right? They're freaking
They are
saiyans
actually
or
monkeys.
monkeys. They're actually monkeys. Yeah, with the tail. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like well, I guess it's just I don't know how you would tie that in real life, right? Maybe like, African
Dragon
Americans.
Ball is the only anime that I can ever watch in English. Like every other anime, I
Mm,
have to watch in Japanese. Like I don't know why.
yeah, there's a couple of ones
I have
that you can watch in English.
like
Have
what?
you? Free Ren is one of them. The voice dub of Free Ren is so freaking good.
How about Bastard? Bastardo.
But watch Bastard.
You never watch Bastard? All
I
right.
think I have watched Bastard actually.
That's for your older demographic. You just talk to your older demographic about Bastard.
I think I have watched Bastard.
You don't want to watch it. No, you're not. Yeah, you don't want to tell the younger generation about this one. This one's a
I
little
forgot about
diabolical.
this.
It's
Um,
it's it's not as bad as Bible Black.
no, I don't remember it. The name sounds familiar though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Look, I think you've given the audience quite a few golden nuggets here, Mike. I was really appreciative of. I really appreciate it because those edits, like what you did to share the technical stuff, I think people are gonna be able to use that. They'll take that away and be able to start doing their own streams, and you know, um, what else did you want to know in terms of like cinematography and like because like I really didn't share anything with you at the end
Nah,
of the
that's
day.
okay. I think you
But
have
you
shared
shared
it.
everything with me.
Nah, I actually just wanted to talk to you. You know, I like our
Mm.
back and forth sometimes, even if we have some friction between us. I like those kind of stuff. You know.
It's the antithesis of zero friction, or it's the precursor to zero friction,
Ah, it's because people
which is
just I think that's
which
like
is my
the
brand name, by the way. Unofficial
the
plug.
antithesis to the friction of what?
Huh?
What was your brand name?
Zero friction.
Oh,
Ground zero
zero
to
friction.
zero friction.
Okay. Right.
Reclaim agency.
Well, really, what I just wanted to know more about other things that I can do, the other technical stuff that I don't know about, right? The camera angles, panning shots, what other equipments I can use to improve some of my shots, things like that. We can save that for another time if you're gonna have to go somewhere. Maybe next
No, I don't have to
Monday.
go anywhere.
Okay.
Well, I do, but before we sign off, like probably one thing that I would probably pick on
Mm-hmm.
is softening the lighting somehow
Mm.
by either bouncing the light off the walls. See how
Yeah.
your hat has a hard shadow. You see how
Ah, you want
the,
this
the
thing,
brighter
this
it gets,
uh
the harder the shadow gets. So what you
okay.
need to do is like have your lighting so that there's a soft box and a
Ah,
distance between the film and the light so that it softens the light.
I see.
Yeah. I
That's
mean
interesting.
that brighter is good. Because it actually brings out your face. But it still does make it quite hard. So you need to light in a way that uh your brim doesn't cover your eyes. In terms of the
I'm
lighting.
just wearing a
And
hat
then
because of my hair is kind of all over the
that
place at
was
the
fun.
moment. Yeah,
I like the hat. What's that? Baymax?
Baymax. I've had this for like 10 plus years, I think.
Dude, I can't wait for the next movie too.
The next
And for
Baymax.
him, bro, he's gonna be. I reckon he's gonna be in the next Avengers,
Baymax.
or at least in Secret Wars. You know they're in the same universe,
I
right?
know. Yeah, they're the same. But they did. Yeah, I don't know.
Tadashi. Oh,
Yeah, I
imagine
know
if
they're the same.
Tadashi comes back in Infinity War. I'm not Infinity War. In fucking in Doomsday,
Yeah, Doomsday. That's the one.
Doomsday or Secret Wars.
There's already a trailer for it, by the way, and
Which
CinemaCon. Doomsday trailer. They showed the trailer and CinemaCon, although it's not out released in the public yet. There's been some descriptions of it. Um, what people saw from the trailer.
he, yeah, I thought
Yeah.
there was already 3 trailers of Doomsday.
That's like
4.
teaser, right? But the full on 2 minute,
I'm
three
not
minute
sure.
trailer, right? Something like that.
Are you gonna go watch Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter?
Probably not. I haven't really watched a movie in the cinema for a while. The next movie I'm probably gonna watch in theaters is gonna be Spider Man.
I mean, Andrew watching Spider Man. Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
coming around in the next couple of months. I think
yeah, July
this
31st.
month is gonna be packed. It's gonna be crazy.
Mm,
Uh, Street Fighter, Mortal
mm.
Kombat, Spider-Man. Oh,
Yeah,
top
I've
movies.
seen the trailers for Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. They seem really, really good.
Liu Kang. Oh, Liu Kang and Kung Lao's
Mm.
trailer.
The freaking making Johnny Cage the main actor, it was a pretty genius move.
Yeah, but I don't know about Carl Urban.
Yeah, I kind of like him. Yeah, you don't like
It's
how
almost as bad as it's almost as bad as like Black Snake.
really? Wait, Johnny Cage is white.
No, I'm saying like it's almost as bad as the new Black Snape from
Oh.
Harry Potter. Like, I mean, they really could have just used Kylo Ren for Snape,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but
I
they
don't know.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, he's
There's
right
some.
there. He has the facial features, but they had to recast him to be a black dude.
I don't know, man. Checking all the boxes, I guess. Now,
What
Harry
boxes?
Potter is a racist too. The actual Harry
Yeah,
Potter,
yeah.
because who stole the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry? Oh, it's Snape. So why are you suspecting Snape, Harry?
It's Snape.
Why are you suspect? And then Harry's dad lynching Snape when they were a kid.
Oh my, yeah, that's even worse.
No.
Oh, I wonder how that's gonna play out. They didn't think about that one, did they? Far out. Well, probably they did. Ah,
Well, the problem is that these writers, they want to be
Mm.
better than the actual authors that they got the source materials from. They're like, oh,
Oh.
I can do that better. I can write my own ideology in this, and they end up being shitty. You know,
Ew.
happened to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's them. That's them taking their piece out, and they're like, we're just gonna take the wrong things out and then put it in our
Mm.
movie instead of the right things.
Well, the source material is already good. That's why you're making it, because of the source material. And then there's this arrogance that you gotta put. I can do this better. I can write this better. You know?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, you can still write it better without having changed
Yeah.
the freaking character like
Yeah.
ethnicity.
You can't.
Just
Well,
to
it's
prove
not
a
just
point.
that. I mean, Peter Jackson changed a lot of things in Lord of the Rings, and the difference is that the changes were good because he hired good writers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I've never read Lord of the Rings though, but
Mm.
big fan of the movies.
Ah, man, it looks pretty cool. You know that fight between
Silmarillion?
Gandalf and the Silmarillion is pretty hard to read.
Is
The
it?
Yeah, it's written in like a really strange way, and also there's like 10 characters in every
Oh,
page. When you read the
it's like the Quran. Like
maybe
it's written in like non-chronological order.
Well, the thing is that when you read the Silmarillion, the proper way to read the Silmarillion is you have to have notes right beside you. Um, just to follow along the things. Yeah, there's like so much lore packed in like a single page. But do you remember that fight
I like
between
I might enjoy that then.
yeah, there's so much lore. It's so confusing. It took me like a long time to. It took me like 3 months. I had 3-4 months to finish the Lord of the Rings. It took me like 2 years to finish the Silmarillion because I just couldn't freaking bear this thing. It's so hard. Okay, so when you're here's another nugget. Okay, when you're world building, because that's another thing I'm getting into. World building. This thing is so cool. Are you? Yeah, can you show you something? I'm gonna show you something. Okay, this is probably one of my proudest
Hey,
things.
it's just make sure that just remember we're on YouTube, okay? So just keep your pants on.
This is probably my proudest thing out here. Okay, so but while I'm loading this thing, uh, the world building in Lord of the Rings is pretty simple. Actually, it's pretty good. But the Silmarillion is the after the fact world building. Once you actually finish the story and you want to know what happened, extra things, what happens here before and after the Lord of the Rings. That's the after the fact kind of. You read that after the fact. So I've been doing some world building stuff. I'm not. Can you see my screen? I can't. Wait.
I can see your screen.
You can't. There you go. So I made this map for my manga, and I got some world building shit going on. This is so addictive, man. This is probably like my new thing now. Can you see it?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you can really zoom in with the map.
Oh, you know what this feels like? Oh, wait, is this infinity zoom?
Huh? No, this is just Photoshop.
Oh, okay. So you can't infinity zoom.
No. That'll
You
be
should
cool, though.
you should do some world building with some infinity zoom.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that lags my computer. I think I tried that once.
I've got some repos for Infinity Zoom. So if
Yeah.
you want to install Infinity Zoom, like I'll show you how to do it.
I'll figure that out later. But this is my map, right?
Montefacio.
Montefacio. So this is like the
It's like
Spanish.
Bonifacio Boulevard.
It's kind of like that. There's this organization called in my story, right? There's an organization called the Consejo de Señor, and they're all named after my grandfathers and my grandfather's brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
And the female
Is it like the
version,
Illuminati?
they're
Are they-
like symbols of peace. But the and also the
Oh, they're like the
female.
White Lotus.
Yeah, exactly. And then the female are named after my grandmother and her sisters, including your mom, by the way. But I just changed a syllable, so Thelma is Zelma, so something like that.
So, okay.
Yeah, and there's like Senor Nestor,
Telma,
like from my grandfather,
Nestor,
Senor Henji.
Wakan,
This is the Aztec place with a big tree from the Thunderbird.
Wakantala.
Yeah,
That's it. Wow.
so this is like Aztec
It
Mayan mixed
almost
with Polynesian.
it almost sounds like a Filipino heritage stuff.
There is some
Wakantala.
Filipino in this. This area is like Southeast Asian / Aztec Mayan culture because
Cheon Ryong. Okay,
there's a
so
lot
they're
of
like Chinese
yeah,
mixing with like
so this place is Chinese, Japanese,
Manga.
Korean place, right?
Mm.
And then here is like
Hikari Port.
Greek, Roman and Greek.
Valehi. Oh, like okay.
Yeah,
Roman Greek.
yeah.
Raijinzan.
So that's like the Japanese place still. It's the Roman
Aleph
Greek stuff
Port.
is
Xerxes Port. Wow, Xerxes Port.
yeah. Aleph it's like
Lamb
alpha,
Lake.
and then beta it's
Yeah.
like beta, right? So
Oh,
I
yeah.
you just add some syllables there or some letters.
Yeah. It's
And
like someone's fucking got a lisp.
yeah. Here is like the French and Spanish area, and also the Viking areas were here.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of like the world. I mean, and then this red circle is like a shield, and outside
Is
of
it
it
like
is like
it's like the ice wall?
it's like a lightning wall barrier.
Oh, it's like Dalaran. It's like Dalaran.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Raikishi. So it's the land of lightning. It's the world of lightning.
yeah. It's the final fortress of Raikishi,
Okay.
and this is
So
like the
lightning
capital.
energy.
Yep.
Kishi energy.
Mhm.
Rai lightning.
Lightning.
Okay.
Yeah. And the buffer
Land of
lands
lightning
there.
energy. The
Yeah.
Bufferlands.
Anyways, that's
There's the Bufferlands, and is there the Laglands
the
instead of the
lag lands, the
Badlands?
buffer lands.
I should actually do that. Put that in for me.
Some legends here. I want to print
Laglands.
this thing.
It's like swamp, bro. You know what this reminds me of? You know when you back in the days when we used to get those World of War or the Warcraft like games, and then they'd have
Mhm.
these big world building
Mhm.
manuals,
Mhm.
and then like you weren't around in Australia when they started. You could buy these magazines where it's a lot like this, and it's like sort of very like kind of like building lore. That's what it reminds me of.
That's kind of what I'm doing. It's world building really in this place. So the story takes place here, starts here, and then you go from south, and they circle around the world. It's basically the story, and then they go outside.
That's really interesting.
Do you want to see my pages? Because I have made some pages.
Yeah.
This is boring you, by the way.
No, I'm loving it. Oh, by the way, your stream said earlier, he's speaking in honorifics. What's he mean?
Honorifics.
Oh, you mean Freezer?
Oh yeah,
because
honorific,
dungeon noodles or dungeon noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon noodles. Yeah, he says he speaks in honorifics. He must be talking about Freezer.
Yeah. He speaks in like proper Japanese and more of the polite version of Japanese, like a manager would talk to their employees. Minasan, konnichiwa, things like that. So yeah, these are my pages, and this is like the fall of the gods, right? You see Zeus here, and there's like freaking an Aztec god there, and there's like Anubis over here.
What?
They're fighting this guy.
A Greek god. He's like a lich.
Yeah, something like that. I call them the dredge.
The dredge.
Yeah, the dredge.
And what's this girl? She's part of that Japanese.
Yeah, she's the main. There's two main protagonists, a girl and a guy. And she wakes up. I'm just
Well,
gonna
this
speed
looks
through this.
so. That looks like so like heavily Bleach and Naruto inspired.
And she lifts
Dude,
this
it
up
looks
here.
dope.
She grows up here pretty quickly. And this,
What's with the cat is? Is that
so
like
that's
a racial thing?
she's the only person with those ears here, and that's kind of like a mystery. That I'll answer later on.
Oh, it's
yeah,
like a hidden thing. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's like Goku. No one knew why he had a fucking tail and blah blah blah.
yeah. So it's more of so this is like the lightning barrier. They're so close. If we go back to the map, they're really close to this is that
Oh,
place, the Inahikari
it's Wanda.
Plains, and then they can see the barrier that from here, right?
Okay.
So that's
So
what's
it's
going
Wanda.
on. Wanda,
Yeah, it's Wanda Maximoff.
what? Oh, you mean
It's the hex.
yeah, I remember the hex. Yeah, I remember
It's the hex. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna skip to where so this is my magic system. I also wrote this myself. I
Wait,
think it's
this
pretty
could be a
original.
game.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
And this is
All
like
right, so you're
this is
just
the
doing the first
dredge, right?
abstraction layer.
Okay.
You're just doing the first abstraction layer, which is the storytelling and the imagery.
Yeah, I'm setting up the characters really and the world building stuff. Slowly. So this
I
is
really
the
like it.
invasion of the dredge, the retelling of the invasion of the dredge. There's like a lot
I
of them.
really like this. I'm really
Yeah.
into this. This is kind of like the Covenant or the Zerg,
The Zerg, yeah, the Covenant, yeah.
or is it
Although
more like the Zerg
they're more like
or the Flood?
creatures of nature. They don't really intend to invade or destroy the planet. They just okay, they happen like an animal coming like a light tiger coming across a gazelle, for example. They're not really mean to kill. They just
Okay.
want to eat.
But they're full vibe. They're a nomad species that are like
yeah. They're like
okay.
cosmic entities out there that just exist for the sake of.
So they're like fucking. They're just traveling locusts.
Yeah, that's what they're. That's a perfect analogy. And this is like the
That's
last
crazy.
band of humanity, right? And outside the gates of Raikishi, the final stand of humanity. It's like Lord of the Rings stuff, like different
Wow,
bands.
this really gives like the fact that you make it like that they're flying locusts, they're traveling locusts. It's like it really sort of gives the scale of the universe. It's like how small does this whole thing seem, but at the same time, how grand it makes it seem.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah,
that's cool. I
epic.
like that. That's a really cool storytelling. Fuck, I'm deep into this now. So I see you've got standards and banners.
Yeah, different. So this like the humanity banded together, different flags, different nations banded together in universe nations.
Oh,
like
that's
Roman
exactly
stuff.
what you want. That's exactly what you want in world building. Yeah. Okay.
And then this is like the last ditch effort. 7 of the thunder gods sacrificed themselves to create a new element, divine lightning, that protects the last visage of humanity.
What,
from
Captain?
the dredge. Yeah.
Captain Planet.
So we can see like different thunder gods here. Obviously, that's Thor right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is
that's
like
actual Thor. Or it's like a Thor like.
It's actual Thor. And this is the Chinese. I forgot her name, but Chinese deity, lightning, thunder.
Kaguya.
It's Chinese. No.
She looks like Kaguya.
And this is Indra. Indra from
Indra.
Hindu.
Yeah, of course.
And this is the Thunderbird from the North American Indian thunder deity, the Thunderbird. I really like how cool is that? The Thunderbird. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. I remember there was a cartoon called Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Japanese one, the
this is
Ting Tong hat and the angel.
This angel thing is actually the Greek goddess of lightning. So we know Zeus is the Greek god, but there's apparently a Greek goddess of lightning that's lesser known. I included her there.
Sheriff?
I forgot her name. It's really obscure. And this is Indra. No, this is Raijin.
Yeah.
Sorry, Raijin.
Raijin. Yeah, of course his name's Raijin. Yeah, Raiden.
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 And this is the Filipino god, Kidlat.
Kidlat? No way! You're putting Kidlat in there. That's crazy. Have you seen Teresa yet?
Oh, I have the manga. Where did I put my manga?
You got the manga for
I got
Teresa.
like 4 volumes of manga. I don't know where I put it. I think it's in my drawers.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's pretty okay. It's pretty all right. Yeah.
Okay.
So just fast forward here. So this like this big thing, right? It's like, oh, what the hell is this shit? And it gets destroyed the next panel anyway. And that's the last of it. Yep.
So how many comics in the series? It's just the first one.
I've written a lot of one shots. So one shot is basically a short story.
That's what you're saying. One shots. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the entire thing that I showed you is not a one shot. It's like the first chapter of a bigger story. But I am also simultaneously making a second one shot for an introduction to this story too. Um,
Okay.
I'm about maybe 3 months away from completing the first section of the first arc, and about 2 weeks away from completing the one shot, the new one shot. Yeah. So that's where I'm
cool.
at right now. And this is going to be
Do
my
you,
dream.
do you take user feedback? Do you take like the audience feedback to like the people give you ideas?
Oh, well, at the moment, I would take feedback if there's any, but I did not really know the story as much as I can tell it yet. And the reason for that is I don't want to put out a product
Spoil
that's
it.
bad. Yeah, I've made a different story, right? I've made a story with the same characters, but much later on within the timeline, and that's kind of like my first one shot. And I don't like that. I don't like the story. I think it needs a lot of refining. I could release it, but I don't want to put out bad content. For the first experience of my readers to this world, I want it to be good. You know. But can I just tell you
No,
the
I love it.
dream?
Please.
Yeah, the dream is I can see this in bookstores.
Bro, that's
Yeah,
the first thing that I was saying. That's
yeah.
that's the first thing I was thinking when you would like
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
me the map.
Yeah, I can see this in bookstores. That'd be so cool, man. I would love that.
I know. We're gonna have a let's have a chat off.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, off
Maybe next
stream.
time.
But
Let's just save the conversation for next stream.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we wrap it up?
We should wrap it up. Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Anyone in the comments have any questions?
Wait, how many people are
You got any
watching your
golden nuggets,
stream?
Mike? Oh,
How many people are in your stream watching you?
just one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no questions. Um, any parting words, Mike? For
Well,
anyone out there wanting to learn how to do what you do, or
just watch my videos. I got more videos on how to just create a cool manga, cool design, character design. What makes a design good design? If I'm saying that right. But if you really want to learn art, you got to go through the trenches first, okay? Before you do any of these fancy stuff. And I would encourage everybody to pick up a pencil and paper, and you don't need to buy expensive equipment to start drawing. And yeah, read books, read manga. If you're really into this, you have to be obsessed with art, okay? And if you want to pick it up as a profession, and by profession I just mean like you're getting paid to do it, yeah, join my channel, subscribe to Jingo Studios and YouTube, and I think I have a link there to my Discord too, and you can join a community that wants to do the same as I do, which is to create their own story, even if it's just a hobby. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's it.
beautiful, amazing. All right.
All right, thank you very much everyone for watching. You're gonna close it up, or do you want me to close it up?
I've closed my stream already.
Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye. You. All right, I'm gonna end the stream.